Hey guys, Flickify here, and welcome back to another career mode player review. Today we're going to be having a look at Niklas Sule, and this is actually going to be my final FIFA 15 player review. We're going to have FIFA 16 player reviews back again, of course, and that's in just about a week, so very soon for you guys, and you won't be too long without these player reviews. But with that said, we've got about a week and a half until we get the early access for FIFA 16, so if you guys have any ideas in terms of FIFA 16 videos that you want me to make in regards to career mode or whatever you guys want to see, I'm open to suggestions. I got a few video ideas in mind, but I could definitely use your guys' input. But enough about that, let's get into the review today. At the start of career mode, Sule is a 75 rated center back, 18 years old, and is showing great potential with a value of 1.8 million. And in regards to his inquired value, Hoffenheim say you have to pay up 6 million, so realistically you can pick him up for 3 to 4 million, which is not too bad of a price for a pretty solid player. Move on to the player information now, and he is right-footed with medium work rates, 3-star weak foot and 2-star skill moves, no traits, and has the aerial threat and strength specialty from the start, so that's pretty good for a 75 rated player. And then we'll move on to the attributes. You guys can see he has some great strength, and that accompanied with his height of 6'5" makes him a really good player to have. He has some good defensive stats as well. Of course, the marking at 76, sliding tackle at 78, and heading accuracy at 79, as well as the standing tackle at 81. But let's jump ahead and see what he looks like when he's 30 years old. By the time Sule reached his peak, he managed to achieve an 89 overall rating for me and a value of 26 million. He did pick up a couple specialties, ending with the aerial threat, the tackling, the tactician, the strength, and the complete defender specialties. And if we take a look at his attributes, he did grow across the board, very little growth in the physical department, and it would have been nice to see a bit more growth there. But to be honest, the +2 and +4 does make a big difference because he does start off relatively low for his pace, so any bit helps for him. But in regards to his technical attributes, really good for the defensive stats. His marking ending at 98, his sliding tackle at 96, heading accuracy at 98, and standing tackle at 98. So he is an absolute boss at the center back position. But I'll talk a little bit more about his pros and cons here and the goals and highlights to follow. As we get into the defensive clips, I have to say that for me personally, Sule is the perfect center back because I like to play the 4-back formation rather than something like a 3-5-2. If you like to play a 3-back formation, Sule might not be the best option for you because he's lacking a bit in his pace. And I'll get to the cons a little bit later, and we'll start with the pros. And the first three kind of go together. His height, his strength, and his heading all make it so that he is just an absolute rock in the back, and he's going to win pretty much every single aerial opportunity. Whether that be on corner kicks or crosses coming in, he's going to win every single header for you. Because he's 6'5", and you know the defenders aren't gonna outmuscle him, the attackers aren't gonna outmuscle him, so he's gonna win every single chance. The last major pro for him is his tackling, which is also really important. As you'll see from some of the clips, not a lot of times are the attackers able to get around him, so that's really good to have in a center back, of course. And Sule did the job for me. One major con to talk about is his speed, as I mentioned earlier. If you play in a 4-4-2 or a 4-back formation with fullbacks, it really isn't too big of a problem because he ends with pace in the upper 60s. So overall, I gave him a 9.7 rating, docked him down a couple points due to his pace because that can be a bit of a con for some people. But I really enjoyed him as a center back, and that's going to conclude the final career mode player review for FIFA 15. I want to thank you all so much for the support you left on this series, and for all the new subscribers we have for this channel and all the returning ones. But until the next review in FIFA 16, this has been Flickify. I'll be talking to you all again soon.